Outsource cheaply. If there's something you cannot do and you need someone to do it, you need to outsource cheaply. You can either find a student, as I've discussed earlier, finding a niece, nephew, blah, 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 or find students. Students are fantastic because students need work to do for their fucking projects or whatever. Let's say you need a video. Find a film student. They'll do it cheaper than a film company. Find students or use Fiverr. Outsource cheaply. Never hire, if you can avoid it, please do. Don't hire another company to do your work. So as a company, as a hustler, so I'm not trying to teach you how to be a CEO. I'm teaching you how to make $5 or $6 million a year so you can buy supercars and enjoy your life. As a hustler, you want to be here at the top. That's me. I'm the hustler, I'm the CEO. Underneath me, you might have to have one company. Let's say I develop an app, I need an app development company. But if I can help it, I'll hire a student to make my app. Ideally, you want individuals below you. You want this person who's your assistant, this person is your sales, this person does your app development or whatever, and it's all people. Maybe you will need a company below you to do something. Let's say I have an app company. And then let's say this person is, these are all people that do different things. Sales, assistant, sales. My relationship with the people is always going to be better and cheaper than my relationship with the company. Because a company is not interested in making you rich. And I know you think the people aren't either, but bear with me. A company is interested in making itself rich. They're very different things. So if I have, let's take an example as a website. If I need a new website and I tell a person who works for me to make that website, me and the person have a personal vested interest in such website. I can discuss with him personally, we can get it done. If I hire a company to make my website, it gets added to the list of work. And then this company thinks, how can we get more websites? Do you understand where I'm coming from? The person who's tasked with the website has one job, make my website. The company who's tasked with the website has two jobs, make the website and find more people who need websites. They need to do two things. And if they're smart, and some of them are, if they had to choose between delivering your website on time or taking on more work and taking more money, they'll take the money. Their primary focus is not your site. Their primary focus is generating money. Do you understand these? There's a huge difference. This person's primary focus is completing his job for his boss. This person's primary focus is not completing the job for the boss. It's getting more money from somewhere else. It has nothing to do with you. Fair enough, they may have more people in different departments, blah, blah, blah. But that's still the primary goals of the individuals. The primary goal of the individual and the primary goal of the company. Plus, the company's more expensive. So, you want to try and outsource cheaply. You want to have individuals you work with. Now, if an individual has a company, fine, that's still an individual. When someone goes, I'm me and I have my company, I see that as an individual. I don't see big companies as people I want to work with. If I want a website, I don't want to go into some office full of people making websites. I don't like that. I've never had a positive experience with that. It's always expensive. They always have other jobs and other things to do. Their primary goal is making money. They don't really give a shit about you. Now, if you need something very specific and personalized and you need a really big company, okay, do it. But in most cases, you don't. Try and work with people and try and outsource cheaply and try and use students. This is number 11. Nearly anything you need done, a student can do. You can find students, and students are, drum roll, broke, which means they work cheap. Find students. If you don't know how to do something, find a student who does know how to do it. Try and avoid going to companies. Companies have a different objective than keeping you happy. If you have good staff under you, you become like a team, you become like family, everyone wants to work together, everyone wants everything to work. If you're a good leader, your staff genuinely want everything to work and you genuinely want your staff to be happy. It's a happy medium. Everyone wants success. This company doesn't really give a fuck if your company fails. If you've paid the invoice, they don't give a shit. You've paid the invoice, they have to deliver a website, whatever. They've got 10 other people they're making websites for. Oh, your company fucked up, big whoop. Work with people with vested interests. Students, young people, try and outsource cheap. Try and avoid hiring another company to do anything. As a hustler, you want to have you at the top, individuals you can trust below you, And that is the happiest company structure. You don't want to be working with lots of companies. I know guys who try and start businesses, they hire a website company, they hire an accountancy firm, they hire this, that, and I was like, all it is you at the top, company below you, company below you, company below you, all trying to send you invoices and suck you dry. It's bullshit. Don't do that. You won't get rich very quickly doing that. Trust me. You can't fuck up if you don't spend money. This is key. It's very hard to fuck up if you don't spend money. Now, if you have a very successful business and you're sitting on lots of money and you don't upgrade your business and then you go out of business, that's a fuck up. You should have spent money, yes. If you're a Blockbuster and you are sitting waiting for people to rent videos and you didn't invest in a streaming service like Netflix and you go out of business, yeah, you fucked up. You should have spent money. But at the beginning of a company, as a hustler, if you don't spend money, it's very hard to fuck up. 99% of business fuck ups are, I spent cash and I can't get it back. I spent cash and I lost it. I spent cash and now I don't have enough cash. If you don't spend, it's very difficult to fuck up. And this is why being broke is so liberating. I was happier starting businesses when I was broke. If you're watching this and you're broke and you're living at home with your mom, you are lucky. If everything goes wrong, you still have somewhere to sleep, you're still gonna eat, you haven't got to worry about a mortgage payment, you ain't got to worry about a car payment. If everything fucks up, you're still okay. If you're in a position where you're semi-successful, you have a BMW and an apartment, now you can't afford to fuck up, you're gonna lose everything. This is the point. So, if you're not successful, things are even better. But spending money is the easiest way to go wrong. If you don't blow money, it's very hard to fuck up. And that's why we go back to the way I teach you to start businesses for nearly for free. Don't spend money. If you're gonna spend money, spend it on what you spend it on here, knowledge, information. I'm gonna save you thousands, hundreds of thousands for what you got this course for. But in general, I see people and they're so happy to spend money. Don't spend your money because it's very hard to fuck up if you're not spending money. If you've got a hustle, doesn't matter what it is, and it's bringing money in, yeah, and you're not spending money all the time, you'll be okay. Now, I'm not saying be tight. I'm not saying don't invest. I'm not saying be stingy. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying be careful and think, do I need to spend this money right now? And when you were to decide if you're gonna spend money or not, the question is it gonna make me more money? So let's take our makeup brand. You have your makeup brand. I chose makeup because I don't know anything about makeup because I'm a man, so it's just a general thing. You have your makeup brand, you have your website, you're doing some advertising, you've got a few YouTubers, makeup YouTubers using your products and you're doing some advertising, you're bringing in money, right? You're bringing in money. Right now, you're all working from home. You're from home, you got boxes around your bedroom, you're working on a laptop, you're making money. Now, you have some money you can spend. How do you spend that money? I'm asking you, but I already know the answer. The answer is you spend the money in a way that will bring more money in. So let's say you're semi-successful now. You may sit and think, well, I want an office now. I need to get an office. No, you want an office. You don't need an office. You're making money without an office. Setting up an office, is that going to bring in more orders? How is you being in an office when the website's exactly the same going to bring in more orders? It's not. It's not going to change anything. If you spend that money on more YouTubers talking about your products, you'll bring in more money. Only spend money if it's going to directly, if you can see the clear path to how it's going to lead to more money in, or don't spend it. Too many people fuck up because they just go, oh yeah, let me invest in, oh, I need an office, or I have this all the time with people, all the time.